8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Baker. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Mayfield set to pass. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Baker now off the play fake. He connects with the rookie from LSU. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Buccaneers.
Working inside the red zone. And they're going to answer with one of their own. Touchdown, Buccaneers! Chris Godwin with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Gofflin with the extra points. And his first try of the season ties us at 7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Making some progress here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Throwing is Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going right side, mixing with it. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zion McCollum on the stop. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
It's Mixon on second down. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third down, Mixon gets it. He's got the first and more inside the 25. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown.
Well, we're just, let's see, Kate, 2 drives into this season, but they've got to be elated with how this offense is humming. Back-to-back drives to start the year. That's exactly the play you want.
That one splits the uprights. And our score 14-7 now here in the first. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Baker to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Well, you taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And they just get the play off. This one's to Kirk out left side. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bengals. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Bengals are out in front. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
On 2.
We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Short pass brought in. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And there it is. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. McPherson at the point after. This attempt is up, and it is good. And they bump their lead up to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They take the hands off. Now it's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Irving. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Throwing, Baker. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only... Points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Gun. Cut. 180.
They'll run it here. It's Taj Brooks. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Let's hot.
Brown on the inside give. He still has room inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that, it sure helps.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go. 11. 180.
On second down, it's Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
180.
They'll air it out on third. Taken in by Chase, left side. Yeah, nothing doing there. Lucky if he got a yard after that catch. Yep, they're going to give him a lone yard, so that means it's fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Irving on the inside give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Right back to Irving now. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Baker now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Barrett Carter.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Burrow setting the throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. The return comes to an end, and now let's see what this flag is all about. Sometimes if it's real quick, doesn't always get caught, but officials in position to see that face mask pull that time. The face mask penalty has him much further up now to begin this drive.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11, come. 11.
Burrow. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Big 13.
Burrow on 2nd down. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Ptml with the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
A 46-yard.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return.
They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Dose of the hurry up here.
At the 26. 2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Mayfield. This one finds Irving. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now Mayfield. Catch made left side by Amuka. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Bucs have the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic. And contact over the middle. It's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Dax Hill. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the house call. It's a pick six for Cincinnati. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's Baker. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw is Mayfield. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. Working quickly here.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneer first down.
Here's Baker to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. Down he goes, but what a play as he picks up about 28. And that will set up a Bucs first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Mayfield on second down. Throws caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead now down to 10.
Bengals 31. Buccaneers 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a Brooks run. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. That's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing is Burrow. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go.
Working on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got this complete. It's Taj Brooks. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8.
Gun. 11. Stop. 80. Legs high. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Going with Brown on the ground. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Throwing a pass now on 2nd down. Taken in by Chase, left side. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Yards on the play. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Brooks has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
11. Here we go. Big 13. 11. 11 MT.
Burrow back to throw. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On 1, ready?
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close.
On 1, ready?
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT, take. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Bengals! Mike Gesicki with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. McPherson at the point after. This goes through as that rain continues to pour. And that makes this a 3-possession game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So as this drive begins, rain starting to fall. Mayfield set to pass. It's a big strike downfield to Egbuka. And they're going to have a first down. Nice chunky yards there, giving about 17 of them.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
Rolling on second, Mayfield. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. And he gets his first sack in his first career game.
Just how cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget the first hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep that memory for a long time.
Now a hit, Mayfield loses the ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, they got to be special.
Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the first down, too. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Burrow to the air now. They set up the screen. Brooks. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now Burrow. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm going to guess a time or two as you call those hoops games on the hardwood, you've said heat check. Oh, that's a heat check. He's made a bunch of shots, and he's taken that one from afar. Okay, that's equivalent right there. With 3 touchdown passes in his pocket, that was a heat check into coverage.
The give on second, it's Brown. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 3rd time that he has brought in a score this week. McPherson at the point after. Now the weather not affecting him, Brock, as this is up and good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He lost the football. Oh, this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
Again, it's Brooks. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Complete beyond the marker. And stop me if you've heard this before, Bob. They scored again, and they grow that lead further. McPherson at the point after.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
Well, the weather not affected him, Brock, as this is up and good. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Buccaneers 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for
Here's
Cincinnati.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Baker now. Out left and Otten makes the ground. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that is good for a Tampa Bay 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing, Baker. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel a soreness in my neck, in my ribs, in my back after games.
And down he goes. The defense back to him right around the 26. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
180.
Desperation time here. And they pick him off again. Brian Branch has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Now the weather not affecting him, Brock, as this is up and good. And that adds yet another to their lead.
59. Buccaneers 21.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith, and it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but when it gets really tough right here in game action.
Offense to the line fast.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Buccaneers.
Here's Baker to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
On 2nd down, Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Otten. He is down to the 30-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
32. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down, here's Baker. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Barrett Carter. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.